Hey there, my name is Doster, and today I'd like to talk about conservatism. Now, when we're going into this, there's a few things to understand. Close-mindedness is toxic. Your inability to adapt to new ideas, new structures of psychology, new points of view, new perspectives, is what's holding you back. To be closed-minded, to have an inability to open to other people's points of view is toxic. It degrades your consciousness. It destroys the quality of your mind, the quality of your relationships, the quality of your openness to the world. The antidote, the way around this, is to be open-minded. It is to be open-hearted. It is to be ready to receive someone's experience, someone's ideas about how the world is, someone's beliefs, to be able to be willing to look at your own beliefs, look at your own conditioning, to open up and embrace more of the world, more of what this human condition is. And that really goes so far. That goes so deep into what consciousness is, what life is. There are more beliefs. There are more perspectives. There are more ways of viewing the world than you could ever fully grasp. So humility is critical. Open-heartedness, open-mindedness is critical. And that's not even to say anything of neural plasticity, variations in your emotions, grounding, nervous system stimulation, the spice of life, right? This is all absolutely critical to the good life. Philosophical inquiry, self-inquiry, meditation, and all the rest of it. Now, with that in mind, as an important preamble to this question of what is conservatism, let me explain what conservatism is. Conservatism is the notion that if you are in a desert and you only have a certain amount of water in your water bottle before you reach the next oasis, you want to conserve your water. Now, that is the metaphor that I want us to bring about this new understanding of conservatism with. That is by which the way you really understand how important, how real, how good, strong, and true conservatism is. Now, there's a number of problems with this metaphor, which I'll point out. And when you're aware of them, you'll see how it's good and how it breaks down and what the limits of it are and how it can actually bring about a real true understanding of what conservatism is. First of all, conservatism is not always defined or employed or embodied through a lack of things. Now, the metaphor of the water in the desert seems to imply that there's a limited supply of water. And that's why conservatism, conservingness, is employed. Conservatism is not necessarily the case of that. But think about this. Think about what it means to conserve something. Think about what it means to conserve your energy, what it means to conserve your time, what it means to conserve your strength, what it means to conserve your relationships. Now, when it comes to relationships, the word conservatism sort of breaks it down, and it's more something like what it means to maintain your relationships. What does it mean to maintain a positive relationship, a juicy relationship, a spicy relationship? What is it that you want to maintain within the positive relationships that you've got in your life, the intimate relationships, the family relationships, the powerful, the influential relationships? What is it that you're trying to maintain? So by now, with these few moments, these few metaphors and ideas that I've given to you, you can see how conservatism is very important. The picture of what it is that is good in life, the picture of what is important, what is true, what is beautiful, needs to be upheld. It needs to be conserved. Conservatism is absolutely critical. Now, the other side of this is that conservatism often finds its way into a kind of closed-mindedness. It has a pathological version. It has an inability to open the heart, to see other perspectives, to be open-minded, to go into other people's points of view. So conservatism, in and of itself, is not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. Just in that maintaining water in a water bottle is not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It depends on your context. It depends on where you're at, whether you're in the desert or whether you're not in the desert. And conservatism really should come back to this very fundamental, very simple understanding of what it really means. It means to conserve. It's not complicated. This is not geopolitical analysis. This is not cross-cultural analysis. This is not political commentary. This is not even philosophizing or psychologizing or preaching or belief systems or ideologies. It's none of that. It's not about left and right. It's not about progress or Marxism or communism or history or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with that. It is as simple as this very basic, bland, so obvious metaphor of the fact that if you're in a desert and you've got a certain amount of water in your water bottle, you want to conserve it. Now, imagine how it is that you are conserving that water. And that's not even to say that you're in a critical position. It might be that you're conserving water, knowing that more water is just along over the next sandhill. I don't want it to imply that you're desperate by being conservative. But just imagine the taste, the flavor of that water, how you savor it, how much more alive it can be, how much more juicy you can have, juiciness of an experience you can have by conserving your water. And notice how that is with your relationships. Do you have juicy relationships? Do you have spicy relationships? Do you know what it means to open up to a new dimension of relationships? And do you know how that can actually ruin the relationship? It is that by actually conserving a relationship, it can become more spicy. Now, there's a lot in this, and there's a lot in the different value spheres of multiple perspectives. So if you'd like to know more, if you'd like to find out about these ways of navigating these paradigms, what you can do is follow the link in the description of this video and enroll in my online course on developmental psychology. We go through dozens of perspectives, dozens of paradigms, descriptions of what is good, true, beautiful, pathological. You can watch the intro video for free. Go ahead, enroll in the course, and I look forward to seeing you there.